friends and family. It's early morning here in Oregon. Not looking my best. Didn't pick the best place to shoot this video. A lot of shadows on my face. I'm also old. There's no getting away from that. I'm about to do something reckless, and I thought a video would be the best way to explain it all to you. Before I tell you what I'm going to do, I need to give you just a little bit of background. Many of you don't really know what I do for a living. I've worked with nonprofits for decades, and I've worked with small little nonprofits, and I've worked with the United Nations and kind of everything in between. What I do is I help with communications. I help with how to connect with the community, how to let them know what you're doing, how to leverage technology to let people know what you're doing, how to engage people in what you're doing. I also am very well known regarding volunteer engagement. I do or have done a lot of workshops in how to support and engage volunteers, how to reach a diversity of volunteers. Ooh, I said that word. Because diversity makes your volunteering program much stronger. I'm very well known for virtual volunteering. I didn't invent virtual volunteering, but I was the first person who researched it and documented it, and I wrote a book about it. In addition, I'm pretty well known among certain circles for railing against something I call vanity volunteering, also known as white saviorism. That's where white people from North America or Australia or Europe go to a developing country, a poor country, or even a poor neighborhood in their own country. And they volunteer for a day or just a few days, and they take lots of pictures of them doing something, holding a brick, holding a baby. They post lots of pictures and they say, ooh, look what I did. I call that vanity volunteering because it's all about the volunteer. It's all about that person feeling good about themselves and saying, look what I did. It's not what at-risk communities or at-risk people need. It's not what they want. They want to lead their own projects. They want to do their own work with you, but they don't want you to come in and do it for them. They want their capacities built. They want to learn something from you so that they don't need you anymore. Because of this work, a lot of people think I'm against volunteerism, as in you pay money and you go somewhere and you have this experience of volunteering. I'm actually not against it, as long as it's locally led, as long as local people are deciding what needs to be done, as long as local people are leading and are involved in the decision making, and as long as local people are right there beside you. So on my website, which I have down in the description and should have here somewhere, I have a lot of information about how to ethically volunteer abroad, including volunteer tourism. So I'm not against it. And I've tried to make that clear. And I'm telling you all this because I am about to engage in volunteerism, ethical volunteerism. In my trainings, my workshops about volunteer engagement, I've always talked a lot about Habitat for Humanity because I think their model of volunteer engagement, where they bring you in, even for just a day, to help build a house that someone has paid for. They're paying for that house. They don't give houses away. Through that volunteering, you learn about housing issues. You learn about the importance of why Habitat does what it does. And I've just always thought the model that Habitat uses, which I've just been familiar with through reading and talking to people, was just a really excellent model for short-term, one-time off volunteering. It's been a thrill for more than 2 years now to actually be working for a Habitat for Humanity affiliate here in Oregon. It's an affiliate that serves a rural part of Oregon. it's made a real difference in many people's lives. They don't just do building homes and helping people access home ownership. They also do home repairs for vulnerable homeowners, and they've helped more than 400 families with critical repair needs so that people can stay in their home and age in place. So an opportunity has come up, and it was by invitation, and I couldn't say no. It's a really bad time to spend a lot of money. I'm not sure how safe it is to leave the US and try to come back in for some people, but I've decided to accept the invitation, and I've looked at my finances, and I'm going to do this. At the end of May, I'm going to Paraguay in South America for a week and a half to help build a home and to help learn how home ownership is approached in developing countries, how Habitat does what it does in places other than the US, and also because, yes, it's an adventure, and you know how addicted I am to adventures. So I'm paying for my airfare myself, but I also have to fundraise for Habitat. They have an amount I need to raise in order to go on this trip. And if I can't raise it, I have to pay for it myself. So I am inviting you, if you want, to contribute. The amount I need to raise is $2,000. There's a website that you can access that you can click on, and you can donate, $10. So yes, you have just watched a fundraising video. Sorry. What these funds do that you're going to contribute help Habitat to be able to pay local staff in these developing countries for shepherding us around and supervising us as we are on their build site and whatnot. Again, I pay for my airfare and my hotel and all that, but the fee is going to help local people. It's going to help Habitat fund local people to be able to do this. And when I come back, I hope I will be a better advocate for ethical volunteerism, a better advocate for what Habitat does internationally. So if you can donate, great. If you can't, no problem. And I do hope you'll check out your local Habitat for Humanity. There's probably an affiliate very near you, and see what they do. Go to one of their events, volunteer for a day. See what they're about. I think you'll be surprised. Thanks a lot, and let's go to Paraguay.